When you're rushing to catch your flight, the last problem you need, you can't find any parking. In late November, long-term parking at Terminal 1 was so full, people had to park here in overflow. It happened during Thanksgiving travel and also around Christmas. The airport says this problem happening so much more is unprecedented. To solve that problem that keeps happening, the airport, it's going to launch new parking and prime parking spaces right here. It's right in front of Terminal 1, 1,500 spots, and you don't need a shuttle.
We've been seeing the parking garage, especially here at Terminal 1, has been reaching capacity.
A holiday headache finding somewhere to park.
We're going to be late. We have to go.
And scrambling to get to your flight. To cut down on the airport traffic gridlock and your time to make your flight, Harry Reid Airport will soon offer this prime parking. By the peak travel time of spring break, more than 1,500 spots will open up right in front of Terminal 1. 500 spaces in a parking structure for long-term parking. The open lot will have 1,000 spaces for economy parking. Employee parking will now be a little further out, but still accessible via a walking path. The airport says the move to convert these spots for the public was crucial due to unprecedented recent demand for parking and the travel bug.
In the summertime, we were seeing capacity reached on Tuesday, Wednesdays, much more frequently than we had in the past, and so we wanted to create this convenient option for customers.
The airport believes more locals and newer locals are traveling more than ever. And across the Southwest, from Pahrump to St. George to Laughlin, Harry Reid is the nearest large airport. Those folks have an itch to travel too and will drive to and park at Harry Reid.
And be able to walk right into Terminal 1 when they come through here. I think it's going to increase their experience, but when it's completed, they'll be able to park here much closer to the terminal and be on their way.
Construction is going to start at the end of the month. The goal is to be done by the other busy travel time of spring break. But in the meantime, you might notice some more traffic at Terminal 1's economy lot. Till work is done, workers and passengers are going to have to share the same parking spots.